As an entrepreneur and a business owner in any industry, but specifically e-commerce, one of the most important KPIs or key performing indicators is LTV. And in this video, we're gonna break it down and how you can increase your business and increase the relationship with your customer. Hey, welcome back to the channel, the #1 place to increase your income, your impact, and your influence. If you're one of the 90+% people that watch my channel and aren't subscribed, let's do it together. Let's look for the red box that says subscribe, click that subscribe button, next to it, make that bell ring, that way you're notified every single week when we release new videos. And if you're new to the channel, if you find something that you like on this video or you learn something new, please smash that like button as well as subscribe and click the notification bell. Let's go ahead and dive into the numbers. So LTV stands for lifetime value. There's a saying that my mentor told me that amateurs monetize the front end while experts monetize the back. I want you to look at it like, I love teaching and I love learning visually. So I want you to look at your customers as relationships, right? So many people make the mistake at looking for one-night stands when it comes to relationship. They want a one-night stand, another one-night stand, a one-night stand. I want you to look at customers as a marriage. How can we keep our customers for the longest term? If you look at Fortune 500 companies, if you look at large companies that are highly successful, like any bank, financial institution, insurance company, so on and so forth, their #1 goal is acquiring customers and then keeping customers for as long as humanly possible. Let me give you a few examples. How long have you been with your phone carrier? How long have you had your car insurance? How long have you been using the same mortgage company? So on and so forth. These companies focus on LTV. And e-commerce and in other businesses, so many people are not focusing on LTV, and you would be surprised how many people don't know what LTV is. So this is the way I want you to start looking at it. In my business, in Amazon, when I was selling on Amazon, this was an easy way that I increased my sales significantly. I was selling products, right? This was my product, and a customer would come and buy my product, and this was the customer journey. Right here, when they gave me money, let's say I got $20. Boom. This was a short customer journey or a one-night stand. This relationship with the customer was very, very short. By doing one small thing, by adding one simple strategy to this equation, I was able to go from my LTV being 20 to my LTV being over $200. Now, if you're interested in learning how you can 10x how much your customers pay you, make sure you're paying close attention. And by the way, if you still haven't hit the like button, the goal for this video is to have over 100 likes. Let's say we take this same customer and they give us $20. However, we introduced forced continuity, and in Amazon, there's this thing called subscribe and save, which is where when they buy your thing, you can incentivize them to actually create a subscribe and save account with your product, meaning they get your product every so often. It can be every 90 days, it could be every 180 days. For my example, I did every 30 days. So if you have a product that can be used within 30 days, like shampoo, lotion, or binder clips, or lead for a pencil, anything that can be used, consumed, so on and so forth, you can get them on this forced continuity. And what it's gonna do is it's actually gonna increase your LTV. So now, let's say the time was 1 month, and the customer acquisition and the cost of the product that was being sold is around $20. Let's say we have the same thing, and in month 1, on touch point 1, we get $20. However, instead of 1 month, we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6, all the way to 12, which is 12 months in a year, right? So now we have an entire year. Now, this LTV goes from what it was up here, which is 20, to 20 times what? If you do 20 times 12, that is $240. So what we've done is we've literally 12x'd our revenue, and this is increasing your LTV by focusing on the back end. And that's why you have to understand that in this business and in business in general, amateurs monetize the front end and experts monetize the back end. I heard my mentor mention that the biggest way to crush any industry, insurance, physical products, internet marketing, it does not matter, is whoever can acquire the most customers at the highest price point will always win. The secret to acquiring customers at a higher spend is understanding your LTV. Perfect example. If it costs right now, let's just say this is let's say this is option A and this is option B, or scenario A and scenario B. If scenario A is spending $100 per day in ads, right? $100 a day to acquire 20 customers, okay? Their CPA is $5. Now, CPA stands for cost per acquisition. Now, the cost per acquisition, or how much it costs them to acquire a customer, is $5, and they're spending $100 a day, so they're getting 20 new customers. Now, the thing with paid ads, and over the years I've spent millions of dollars in traffic, and this is something that a lot of people learn the hard way because they become over leveraged. They cannot scale, they cannot compete. If you're company A and I'm company B, and your LTV, or lifetime value of the customer, is $20, you can only spend up to $20 to acquire this customer. So let's say every time you increase your ad spend by $100, your CPA, or cost per acquisition, doubles. Well, if we take 100 and we times it by 4, at $400 ad spend, if we take 5 and multiply it by 4, at $400 ad spend, right? Let's do the math. At $400 ad spend, this is per day, you would be at $20 LTV. You would be at $20 CPA, which is cost per acquisition, which means you cannot scale past $400 per day because your cost per acquisition is more than your LTV. Meaning the more money you spend, the more that you'd be negative. At $400 a day, you're already at a wash. You spend $20 to acquire a $20 customer. Now, let's go over here and move this out the way. Let's do the same math down here. Your LTV for option B, or company B, is $240. So if I'm spending $100 a day and I'm acquiring 20 customers at $5 cost per acquisition, and I know that the LTV of my client is $240, I have $235 left before I'm at a break even for that customer acquisition. This is how large companies scale to 7, 8, 9-figure companies, because they understand LTV, and everything is a mathematical equation. Here on the channel, you've probably heard me say that success loves math, right? Not only does success love speed, success loves math, which means success is a mathematical equation. So if every time we double our ad spend, we double our cost, here we were tapped out at 400. Let's double that from 400 to 800. If we double our double ad spend from 400 to 800, if our CPA was $20 a day here, and we double it, our CPA is 40. We double it again to 1600. Now it goes to $80. Now I've already 4x'd what I'm spending from company A. So if company A can only spend $400 a day to acquire customers at break even, I've not only doubled or tripled, I've almost 4x'd. 4x would be 2,000, we're at 1,600. So I've 3x plus outspent competitor A, or the competition, or the other person in the space. I hope that you guys are following me, because this is how I dominate the sector and control the space. Peter Thiel, co-founder of PayPal, when interviewed and asked, how did they grow PayPal so rapidly? He said this: you need to control the space, dominate the sector by escaping the competition. How do you escape the competition? By profitably being able to spend more money than they can. So in my Amazon business, the reason why I killed it is because when all of my competitors were only selling one-to-one, I built in continuity. So now when you came in and you bought my thing, I also gave you an incentive to sign up for a monthly subscription. So we had a 30% takeaway on monthly subscription. What does that mean? If 10 people came into my business, 3 people signed up to get my thing every single month at the same price. So I was increasing my LTV, which is lifetime customer value. And I knew that at the end of the year, I was going to get far much more than my competitors. Therefore, I was able to outspend my competitors. Therefore, I dominated the space, controlled the sector, and escaped the competition. Whomever in the marketplace can spend the most amount of money to acquire a customer, and the way that you do this is through having the highest LTV, and knowing your LTV is the one that will win. Hopefully, I know I usually don't go too mathematical and too crazy on this channel. Hopefully you guys follow this. I'll zoom out on this and make it a little bit big so you guys can screenshot these notes and you guys can break it down. If you have any questions on customer LTV, any questions on CPA, drop them down below, or feel free to DM me on Instagram at @officialjoshuacrisp. I respond to all of my emails, I respond to all of my DMs, and I personally read and respond to all the comments below. If you learned something new and you're excited about implementing this in your business, smash that like button if you like money. And if you're still here and you're not subscribed, that red button should say subscribed. If it says subscribe, that means you're not subscribed. So hit that button, it takes half of a second and no effort, and hit the notification bell next to it. That way you don't miss out on these videos. And in a couple seconds, somewhere on this video, there's gonna be some more videos that are gonna help you take your game to the next level. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching the video. If you haven't yet, smash that subscription button, and next to that, hit that notification bell. That way you're notified every single week when we drop new videos. And by the way, if you're interested in working personally with me and my team, or making an investment in an Amazon business built, ran, and managed by our team, head over to AMZ Together right now, and I'll see you guys on the other side.